All right, you see me, I am a numbers man, right? And the numbers are staggering in this one right here. Shout out to the Loop because I'm taking this from Jamaica Loop News. All right, 381 criminal gangs nationally with some 9,000 members. And this is a statement that was made by Dr. Horace Chang on the floor of Parliament. This is staggering. You know, somebody said to me a while back, say, yo, SoFlo, you know, say Jamaica soon become like Mexico or like South America. You know, them South American countries where the gang members are so nuff and them like tattoo up all them face and everything and just the MS-13s and all these other kind of notorious gangs and just kill without impunity some heinous crimes. And I said, nah, I don't think that Jamaica will ever reach that stage because surely somebody in a position of power is going to make sure that it doesn't get to that. I mean, Jamaica is valuable. You know what I'm saying? We are the jewel of the Caribbean. We are the #1 tourist destination this side of the globe. So why would the powers that be just make the place run down so and nobody don't do nothing to save it? This would be taking a lot of money out of a lot of people's pockets. Even if they don't care about, say, the poor people them well live there. For those of you who don't know, my voice has been hoarse for the last 2 days. So if you hear me or and clear my throat every now and then that's just me dealing with natural things in life. All right. So this article now, there are 381 criminal gangs that have been identified as operating in Jamaica. Listen to the words, you know, man. There are 381 criminal gangs that have been identified by law enforcement, have been identified as operating in Jamaica with a membership of approximately 9,000 gang members. Wait, my little Jamaica? Sweet, sweet Jamaica? National Security Minister Dr. Horace Chang said this. May I say to myself, say, if National Security Minister Dr. Horace Chang has this type of information, right, then surely they know who to go after then, wrong or right. But why are they not going after them? Anyways, let me carry on. Chang gave the figures during a ministerial statement he made in the House of Representatives on Tuesday as an update on the anti-gang measures being pursued by the government. Specifically, the minister was giving an update on the parliamentary review, which is aimed at strengthening the Criminal Justice Suppression of Criminal Organizations Act 2014, which is more popularly known as the anti-gang legislation. Now, I must say that a lot of these killings in Jamaica have been proven to be gang related, right? And based on that, they formed these laws, rules, and regulations and organizations like the Suppression of Criminal Organization Act 2014 or the Anti-Gang Legislation Act, etc., with the intent to stop these gangs, hoping that that would stop the murders. But as we've seen, the murders have climbed even more. So I don't know how effective this anti-gang legislation is. All right. He said that as of the 381 existing gangs, 77 are active. Did y'all hear what I just said? The Minister of National Security said that as of the 381 existing gangs, 77 of them are active. Now, again, I'm not the smartest person. I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed. But I have to ask this dummy question right here. If the security minister knows that there are 381 criminal gangs operating inside the country, have approximately 9,000 members, and that of the 381 existing gangs, 77 of them are active, that means the rest are inactive, then I must have to ask, how did he come about this type of information? Because last time I checked, gangs are like secret organizations. So he must have some inside intel. And if he has this type of inside intel, then surely more should be and could be done about this. Anyways, like I said, I'm not the smartest tool in the shed. Me just a wonder. So I'll keep on reading. So, gangs are the cause of nearly 70% of the homicides in Jamaica, he said, adding that the gangs are the #1 cause of crime and violence nationally. So if we eradicate these gangs, then we would get rid of probably about 90% of the killing and murder inside the country of Jamaica. Am I supposed to sit here and tell you that someone is benefiting from the crime and violence, so there is no rush, no hurry to get rid of all these gangs that are so-called responsible for 70% of the homicides in the country? If we clean up 70% of the homicides in Jamaica, oh, what a day that would be. The data suggests that as at August of this year, 2019, there were 381 gangs that are responsible for perpetuating the most heinous crimes locally and also mobilizing transnational criminal activities. This is Chang talking, our security minister. He pointed to the recent collapse of the prosecution's case, which resulted in 19 alleged members of the Westmoreland-based Dexter Street Gang being set free after a key witness was reportedly killed. The police have indicated that the witness refused to be part of the witness protection program. So the police are saying that this guy willing to snitch and refused police protection. Me I go tell upon them and me I go right back round which part them there. Me no want no police protection. You buy that? The security minister said that the witness management is a crucial part of the process that can have direct impact and implications on the outcomes of gang-related cases. It has become public knowledge that the challenge faced by the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions to successfully prosecute alleged members of the Dexter Street Gang hinged on the availability and the credibility of witnesses. All right, let's stick a pin right there and let me say something. I'm going to say this again, okay? Now, too often we've heard the story, and too often we've covered that story where the people them say, me not tell them nothing. Walk and live, talk and got dead. All right? See I'm blind, hear and deaf. Because me no want them do me like how them do Chucky Brown. If you are the one to tell them some information, you don't know who you're talking to. This is the plight that the people face. So if the people them even know something, them not tell nothing because they don't know who they're talking to. You might be talking to a rogue cop who I gonna tell him next squaddy say, you say, and before you know it, you make front page news as another one killed. So that, I think, is the real problem. Eyewitness information and witness management, he said, are critical elements in ensuring successful prosecution and disrupting the gangs, eyewitness information, and witness management. I saw. As such, he said, persons who come forward to testify against gang members must be assured that they and their loved ones will be protected. How? How? Are you moving them out of the community in which they live? Are you moving them to another country? Because as long as they're on the island of Jamaica, then Jamaica too small and people can find you. However, the minister conceded that the added challenge is managing this type of witness is that in the anti-gang investigations, the same witness is usually a person that is pulled from the criminal mix. So in other words, then, that's not a credible witness, is it? So you're going to use a man now that's probably a murderer himself, and he's looking to lessen his time behind bars or to do away with all his charges, so him a go give up other people. Sometimes people lie and say stuff against others to save themselves, and it's not true. So I wouldn't say those are credible witnesses, but Chang said that based on the lessons learned from the experience of the Dexter Street gang case, additional support will have to be given to witnesses going forward. Could I tell you this from about 2010? Stop it. He said that despite the reported demise of the witness in the case involving the alleged Dexter Street gang members, the Witness Protection Program has an impeccable record, with only one witness ever being lost in the program in over 20 years. That witness was said to have deviated from the instructions within the program. All right. Meanwhile, Chang described the current state of affairs as an ongoing process, and he said that there are 14 gang-related cases still to come in the courts, and the trial of the Uchen's Wilson gang should be finished within a few weeks, and we will see how that one turns out. If I'm not mistaken, the Uchen's Wilson gang was a gang led by a police, right? We will begin the trial of Tesha Miller in another week or two, and there are several others, Chang said. Now, I'm not speaking up on Tesha Miller defense. I'm saying though, the amount of time them make off a Tesha and grab him, right? And the amount of time them wrap up this brother and lock him up and let him out, right? Because they keep on holding on to him, but they can't find anything that will stick. I only hope that it's not a vendetta thing between the government and Tesha, that they feel like it's some unfinished business there and they're going to trump up some charges and make them stick. Irregardless of what, I still think the brother deserves a fair trial, because you hear the name, but I need some proof. If the proof is there and it's irrefutable, then by all means. So, I want to know how Tesha Miller trial start so quick. And you have a man with upon murder charge 3, 4, 5 years now, and their trial have not started yet. Anyway, among other measures being looked at to address the situation involving the gangs are plea bargaining, identifying and establishing parameters for addressing the professional, legal, and financial facilitators of these gangs, and the voluntary nature of witness engagement and participation. So in other words, then them need some snitches to come out from inside of the organizations and tell them who is financing their movements and so on and so forth. The security minister also told the House that the DNA database should be reading within the coming weeks, at which time Jamaica will boast the most modern forensic laboratory in the region. Don't make me laugh, because listen, I've been saying this now on SoFlo TV for a while, that I am surprised that Jamaica does not have a national DNA database. But the security minister has now promised that it will be ready within the coming weeks, at which time Jamaica will boast the most modern forensic laboratory in the region. We will see. It is definitely needed, and we will see. Anyhow, people, what I want y'all to do right now is to like, comment, share, subscribe, right? Leave your comments in the comment section below and tell me this. Do you know anyone in Jamaica that is a gang member? That's just a yes or no. You don't have to give me no names. I don't want nobody name, address, location, nothing. Just a yes or no. Were you aware that there were so many gangs in Jamaica? Yes or no? And upon hearing this information, did it open your eyes? And are you feeling a bit more fearful, or a bit more like for the need to be more careful inside of Jamaica? Leave your comments in the comment section below. SoFlo TV, walk good. I'm out. Peace.